on one of its 3 underslung load hooks. Flying and captaining the aircraft today is Flight Lieutenant Ian Cooper, known to us as Coops. One of the squadron's training captains, Coops has more than 1,000 hours on the Chinook, which he's topped up on numerous operational deployments, including Australia and Newcombe in Mali. Joining Coops in the cockpit today is Flight Lieutenant Gwyn Edwards, known to us as Dingle. Gwyn hasn't always been a pilot though, initially commissioning into the elite RAF Chinook. After completing a ground tour as a flight commander on hot air in Afghanistan, Dingle saw the light and transitioned across to aircrew. He credits this success to his extremely patient family, who are here supporting today. So from all of us at the Royal Demo team, a huge thank you to Hattie, Hugo and George. The underslung load that Coops and Gwyn are carrying today weighs approximately 2 tons. And if you can listen closely, you'll hear the gearboxes working just a little bit harder as they cater for the extra weight. The Chinook is famous worldwide, not only for its ability to carry 3 underslung loads simultaneously, but also its load carrying capacity, both externally and internally. In today's configuration, the aircraft could carry an incredible 6 additional tons of freight and still achieve an impressive range of 300 miles. Today, the Chinook will simulate conducting an essential weapons drop off close to the front line, under the watchful eye of Sergeant Lawson. JHSS have wrecked the landing site and will mark it with smoke. Not only does this identify the drop-off area, but also gives Coops an appreciation of the wind direction and strength. Once safely on the deck, the JHSS team will leave the aircraft in order to attach the gun to the Land Rover, provide mutual support ahead of moving it onwards to its battlefield location. The team are now positioning to drop the underslung load in front of you. Dropping off an underslung load requires robust and effective communication between all members of the crew, as the pilots are unable to see what's going on underneath the aircraft. This is achieved by crewmen in the rear cabin painting a mental picture to the pilots over the intercom, using voice marshalling to direct the aircraft to a precise drop-off point, and ensuring the aircraft lands safely clear of the load. At Odium, we're fortunate to have our own underslung load training area, and this allows crews to practice lifting a variety of items, from netted barrels to heavy ISO containers. This invaluable training wouldn't be possible without the support of JHSS, who offer specialist skills in underslung load operations. Having successfully dropped the gun, Coops is now manoeuvring the aircraft forward and down away from the load to allow the troops to disembark and set up in a defensive posture. After disembarking the troops, the aircraft will be looking to conduct an over-the-shoulder departure. This is a dynamic manoeuvre used to quickly move the aircraft away from enemy threats in front of them. As the aircraft climbs and builds rearwards momentum, the lower ballistic protection is presented to the threat. The aircraft's nose will be snapped around to give the crewmen effective weapon arcs, should they be required, to defend the aircraft, its crew and their passengers. As the aircraft transitions away into forward flight, the Chinook will now reposition to provide overwatch for the troops on the ground, scanning the area ahead for potential threats, before returning to the drop site to offer close-in support. Although not fitted today, 3 defensive weapon systems can be found mounted on the helicopter, 1 on either side and 1 on the tail ramp. Their sole use is to protect the aircraft and are only used in life-threatening situations. Coops is now repositioning to set up to fly a profile known as the dog bone, named as such because of the pattern it makes when viewed from above. The dog bone keeps the aircraft's weapon systems looking towards potential threats for a maximum amount of time. As Coops flies past, he will keep the speed back and present the starboard weapon system to the threat side and give the troops on the ground maximum support while they conduct their mission-critical tasks. If you have a camera handy, the dog bone provides a cracking opportunity for a great photo, and you can get ready to hear the Chinook's iconic blade slap. As the aircraft flies past the landing site, Coots will quickly snap the aircraft away from the crowd before reversing the turn, bringing the aircraft back around in the opposite direction. Whilst the Chinook operates above on the ground, we can see JHSS, who are the specialist helicopter handling unit for defence. JHSS are a joint squadron made up of both Army and RAF personnel, and are based out of RAF bases in Oxfordshire. All during the Falklands War, they primarily worked with our UK support helicopters, including the Chinook, Puma and Merlin. They work tirelessly to provide specialist helicopter landing site reconnaissance and the movement of essential supplies by internal and external loads, exactly as you see during today's roll demonstration. As the Chinook begins its second pass of the dog-bone, you will be able to see the team's number 2 crewman looking out of the starboard window. Operating from the number 2 position today, it's our handsome French exchange crewman, Warrant Officer Fabien Chauchois. Fabien has been operating with the squadron for the last 2 years, proving that the famous Monton Cordial is still going strong. So give Fabien away. You'll notice Coots is working hard to handle the water smoothly today, and not only does this offer mechanical sympathy to the aircraft, but also makes sure any passengers remain in a fighting fit state to conduct their duties whilst on the ground. The Chinook is supported by a huge team of engineers that keep the airframe functional and airworthy 365 days a year to hold national standby commitments. It's worth noting that all the crew and supporting units here today are drawn exclusively from frontline units, and all our display activities are conducted around normal operational commitments. And it's thanks to the tireless work of the aircrew engineers and supporting functions that enabled the team to deliver their outputs whilst flying today. If you look stage right, you'll see the crew repositioning for a running landing. This is a maneuver used when the aircraft operates at power and high range, as they run the aft wheels on, you'll see how the tandem ropes of the Chinook are used to bring the aircraft to a complete stop. Showing just how much control he has over the aircraft, Coots will bring it to a stop on just the 2 aft wheels before lowering onto all 6. The Chinook can carry a wide range of vehicles internally, including armoured fighting vehicles, motorcycles and quads with trailers. Having been tied down securely during the flight, the team are now unstrapping the quad bike to demonstrate how quickly it can be offloaded from the aircraft to offer support to troops on the ground. Quad bikes are often used in conjunction with trailers to transport ammunition and resupplies and mission-critical equipment around the battlefield at pace. Fabien and Mal are working together to offload the quad bike, and here it comes, exiting from the ramp. With the cargo safely dispatched, the aircraft will look to perform another over-the-shoulder departure. By using all available power offered up by the 2 impressive 5,000 horsepower Honeywell engines, the aircraft can quickly depart the area whilst minimising the risk presented by different threats. As the aircraft repositions, we'd like to express our gratitude to our air operations staff who ensure all of our training runs smoothly, the logisticians who ensure spare parts and fuel are where they're required, and the air traffickers who work alongside to ensure safe landing every time. The next manoeuvre the team will demonstrate is a nose-down quick stop. This is a flying technique that's used to turn the aircraft on a sixpence. Quick stops are a core handling skill for pilots, which allow us to keep speed as long as possible, and are particularly useful when the troops are spotted late in an approach or during dusty brownout or snowy whiteout conditions. This dynamic manoeuvre enables us to rapidly adjust from maximum flying speed to bring support to troops on the ground in the minimum time. Coots is setting up at 140 miles per hour, and he will rapidly accelerate the aircraft and turn with pedals, forcing the side of the aircraft into a windbreak. The Chinook will then be expeditiously manoeuvred forward and down in order to recover the troops. troops back onto the aircraft with a brand new addition to the Chinook Rendezvous this year, the big orange thumb. Wearing the thumb today and operating at the #1 crewman position is Sergeant Mal King. Born and raised in South Africa, now moved back to the UK in 2003, and sadly for him, he joined the army. Initially as ground crew, and then as a crewman. Mal served on ops in Afghanistan and Kenya before being posted to Northern Ireland, where he worked on the Islander and Defender. He eventually saw sense and moved to the Chinook Force on a 4-year exchange, and cleverly never returned. Mal and Fabian are now working hard together seamlessly to secure all personnel in the cabin before giving the all clear to Coops and Dingle in the front to climb. As the aircraft gently corkscrew climbs into the hover, the crew will now open the ramp and give our crewmen the best seat in the house at RIAT. And as Mal dons the iconic orange hands to wave us all a final goodbye, RIAT, can I ask that you please put your hands together and give a huge wave to the team? We love seeing your photos and videos, so if you take any good ones today, we'd be very grateful if you can tag us using the hashtag #BladeSlap. And as a reminder, you can come and find us over at the RAF Village all day today. On behalf of myself, Coops and the team, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day and look forward to seeing you all again very soon. So, for one last time, please put your hands together for the 2024 Chinook Roll Demonstration. Thank you.
And thank you, Worley, for talking us through it in such fine style. And the Chinook clearing back to its parking spot